Buckle up and hang on for the ride of your life as the Speed Channel and off-roading champion Ryan Arciero kick up some serious dust on Mexico's legendary Baja off-road racecourse with the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Here we go! Do it, Baja! This is what dreams are made of out here for us desert racers.
I mean, this is why I think off-road racing, or off-roading, period, is so fun to people. I mean, there's so many rules in society. There's so many rules in other types of racing. In off-road racing, I mean, you're just cowboying it all the time. You got to take care of the equipment, but you're having a gas.
You're absolutely right. That's what makes this form of recreation so much fun, just like you're saying. You know, there's so many variables. You're actually having to manhandle the vehicle. You know, you got to put this thing through its paces. Otherwise, it's going to put you through the paces.
I mean, you can't see through the dust, but if you know the course really well, you can pick up just a few little bits of information through the dust, and you can still know where you're at.
Exactly. We have a yellow running light on the back. So my job when I'm chasing somebody is try to find that yellow light. If I get up on you and I see that yellow light, I can follow your moves. So if something bad's coming up, I can see the attitude of that vehicle, so I'll start braking as well until I can get right up on you, and then most of the time you give the person a little tap from behind and let them know you're there, and they pull over for you.
So the original chrome horn, huh?
The original chrome horn, exactly.
I can tell your voice getting more excited. When you took off, I think you probably had pretty low expectations. And now I can tell your voice picking up saying, wow.
I'm having fun again.
I think a new alter ego for TK has been born down here. If I come race Baja, I'm going to not be racing as TK. I'm going to be racing as Dr. Dirty.
I seriously think you're having too much fun. Maybe you shouldn't come out and do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, the ocean's over that ridge. What's over this cliff off to the right?
Hold on. You want to take a look at that?
This is the place to get my confidence, right?
Exactly.
Now I know why those rally drivers don't blink.
During this section right here, we're doing, in a race vehicle, we're doing 120, 125, 130 miles an hour. So, I mean, it's pretty incredible to do that on the dirt. With this narrow of a race course, there's not a whole lot of room for error.
I'll say. Well, I'm doing 40 right now in your dust cloud. And that feels about right.
Keep coming. Come on. See if you can catch me. Get a little bounce in there. This Grand Cherokee's still sucking it up, though. I think it's ready to conquer the Baja 1000.
That's a crazy thought.
Are you going to drive it?
I don't know. This AC feels pretty nice.
I tell you what, at times when we're doing that race, I wish I had AC. This AC is working flawless right now.
The AC, the Boston acoustics. I get that nav system up in case I ever get lost.
There's nothing better than music while you're racing.
A little death metal when you're giving the guy the chrome horn.
Absolutely.
330 horsepower, 375 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, you think about that when this size SUV first came out, if you were in the 225, 230, everybody was crowing about that.
Hey, you were the big dog.
This ain't no disco, Arciero. Wow.
We're having fun now. I don't think you can get the smile off my face right now, especially when I have someone to play with.
Now, torque is really more important than power when you're off-roading, right?
I'd rather have a vehicle with a little more torque than big horsepower numbers. You need that bottom end to get you to spit out of some of these corners. I mean, like I said, we're on a road right now that's pretty technical road. Lots of turns. You want to come out of those turns, and you want to be able to get that power down. You want to be able to get that torque to drive you through the corner. That's the fun stuff.
There we go, a tight 90.
Yeah, there we go. Get that thing sideways. Hanging out there, Tommy. I am impressed with the suspension on this thing. I'm so used to having, 28, 30 inches of wheel travel, even under braking, coming down through some of the bumps. Brake pedal on the thing, I'm really impressed with. It has a stiff pedal.
I think you're using a little bit too much brake there, Arciero. I'm getting the hang of this. I'm on you.
Hey, Tommy, I told you about a lot of the shortcuts down here in Baja, but I didn't tell you about this one. I'm going to beat you down to the bottom now.
I see how you off-roaders are. I see how you are. All that camaraderie stuff's a bunch of crap.
You know better than anybody else. It's all about winning. We got them. We got him.
Ah.
No problem.
Nice. I turned into Dr. Dirty on that run down the hill.
I am actually impressed with the approach angle on this thing, and I haven't felt the front rub or scrape once.
Well, it just shows that they thought about it. I mean, most people say, hey, what looks the best? What's going to look the best cruising down Rodeo Drive or La Jolla Shores Drive? And here they're like, you know what? We need short overhangs so that we can have good approach angles for the off-road part. Wow, that's steep.
I mean, we're almost vertical here, Tommy, and this thing's just crawling up this hill, no problems. I mean, there's no wheel spin at all.
That's the mark of a good system, is you don't feel wheel spin. It has an electronic limited slip on the front axle, it has one on the rear axle, and then it has one in the center differential transfer case. And so what those are doing all the time is sensing where the torque can be best used, and it's shifting torque front and rear and side to side on each axle. And it's just, I mean, the best way to think of it is like, you know, a cat that's clawing on carpet. And the idea here is to make sure that wherever there's traction available, it's getting torque. Wow. That's cool stuff. Look at that angle out the window.
Isn't that incredible?
Well, that was cool.
That was pretty cool, huh?
I love my job. We're ever going to get another chance to do this. What do you say we try to get down on the beach and play in the water a little bit?
Let's do it. I don't get the chance to do this very often.
This is sweet.
This is way. Can you imagine doing this in Newport Beach?
No.
Woo! Go get them. Oh, this is too much fun. Doing donuts down on the beach. Beautiful Baja. We got great scenery behind us. We're going through the waves. How awesome is this?
Wow, when you get in the water, big hydroplane.
Oh, oh, this is way too much fun.
Well, I don't know about you, but before the federales show up, I think we should probably leave town.
Yeah, we better do it now.
Tomorrow in Part 4, the Speed Channel's Tommy Kendall goes to the source for a look at the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee. For DCTV, I'm Betty Carrier Newman.